Hey everybody, back. Fail.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back. Once again, another reaction with the Ghost. Wow, we had some bloopers there. We are continuing Stargirl Season 2, and you're not going to guess what the title is. I already told her. Think about it. What could the title be for this episode? Think about
Regular school.
Regular, traditional, boring school. Summer School, Chapter
7.
So at this point, I'm like, are all of the episodes this season just going to have Summer School Chapter, whatever the episode is of the season?
Yeah. Maybe the very last one.
Be something different.
Something totally out of
the final day of summer school, or like something ridiculous, like
they're actually back in regular school.
Yeah, back to regular school. ... Until the next summer school. I don't know. Last episode was insane. Eclipso broke free. Cindy. Everyone's presuming Cindy's not dead. That Cindy was probably in the same place that the original Dr. Midnight is captured in. Because you remember they implied that he's somewhere in the shadow realm or something. Yeah, so they're saying that Cindy's in the same place, they think, and the fact is they had a giant fight scene.
It was amazing.
In the cafeteria. Everything's destroyed, so they better address it in this episode, going back to school and going, what the hell happened in our cafeteria?
If they didn't address it,
and
they waited until, like, the last episode when school actually is back in session, they're like, what the hell?
No, it's an after credit scene at the last episode this season. The principal walking, going, what the and then it cuts to like they just waited all that time to flash back, because we've had flashbacks this season. So like the flashback is the after credit scene of him walking in the day after the magnificent epic fight.
I almost like wish they wouldn't cover it like right away, like
just to be silly
in this episode, but bring it back in another one, like.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Also, last week, they brought back the toaster.
Yes.
The toaster that Yolanda destroyed.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Had her little kitty cat scratchers.
And they didn't have to bring it back, but they did.
Good moment.
We're assuming this week's episode is not going to be as crazy as last week's was. Literally last week's, they literally built up to that giant fight, because we barely had any fight scenes leading up to that episode, and they had a whole break of just nothing but fights. So I'm assuming we're not going to get that again, because I feel like we've been spoiled. They gave us such a good episode. Now you got to kind of pull it back. But well, who knows?
A couple more episodes, no fights.
And then
huge fight.
Then the finale. The finale will have the giant fight. I don't know. So you ready to get into what they show us?
I'm ready.
I guess we're ready. Let's
go. I imagine if like Brainwave walked out of the other side with her one day. He's like, how's it going?
How you doing?
How's it hanging?
She's been here before to sit.
Is the devil real?
Yes. Lucifer.
But that's 177 people we'd be putting out of work, Janet. And I feel for those folks.
Do you?
I truly do.
Apparently not.
Piece of poop?
The road to hell?
Take down that painting. Seriously.
Yep. It's creepy. Starts forming ice crystals around it.
What the fuck is that?
Eclipso?
Maybe.
I want coffee now.
Wait a minute. Oh.
It's just an accident.
No. Oh. It went out at some point.
Really?
Yep. It happens. Yep.
When did it go out?
I won't know until I start editing. I have no idea.
The whole time.
I hope not either. This is the issue with this. There's no guarantee it's going to work every time. I've always worried about it, and I can't. And if I had a second monitor, I'd be able to see it. I don't have a second monitor to verify it's still running.
But I don't even know how the goggles connected to him in the first place.
Because they were his?
I mean, yeah, that makes the most sense.
Cameron! Oh my gosh!
Oops.
I'm exactly where I need to be right now.
that gonna backfire? Yeah, probably.
The importance of patience. How have you stopped the fun out of this already?
High five!
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Your mother just wants to help.
You're right. I didn't recognize her at first.
Shared anything you told me.
Did you recognize that outfit?
Yeah.
Because the Incan Empire was the largest in pre-Columbian America.
Do you think she's gonna end up being with him?
Military hubs
I hope so.
comprised much of western South
Henry?
centered in the
That's her sitting there. Oh my gosh.
Blood.
Or maybe that ooze.
Oh, maybe.
What the heck? Oh, you see the cut on his neck?
Yep.
Mmm.
I'm burning.
Hell.
I'm with you. Forever.
It seems that way, right? Yeah, on her head.
Yolanda, are you okay?
I see your brainwave now.
I see brainwave now.
And Henry. This has to be Eclipso. This is my punishment.
I'm seeing you in my nightmares.
For what? No.
Like
For
you said.
protecting yourself. They'll understand.
I think so. I would hope.
And what if they don't?
I think they would
They
understand.
will.
I mean, it's brainwave.
You wanted to learn. That's great, okay?
He wanted to learn.
He's getting what he wanted.
That ring is the size of him.
Wax this thing too.
Wax on. Wax on.
Cobra Kai crossover confirmed?
Yeah.
Wait. Eclipso.
Yeah.
Those are the pieces. The pieces of Eclipso's diamond. A slug? Ooh, that's
On his face.
that's uncomfortable.
Hey. Don't touch those. Ever.
Is that actually Pat? You know what I'm saying?
Please don't.
Better be. Got loud.
Yeah.
I killed Brainwave.
Mm-hmm.
Why the
I
audio
would have
change?
killed Brainwave too. If I had the chance.
There's like an audio issue after they filmed it. They're like, we can't go back and fix it.
Yeah.
She's gonna say this is not right. Oh.
I'm sorry. To know that you'll always be a killer in God's eye.
Killer.
I'm gonna have to be the JSA member that kills.
The killer.
Could you imagine if Eclipso showed up in there?
I feel like something's gonna happen.
I murdered someone.
Why would you say that? I knew it.
Tell me what else you're guilty of.
Oh, fuck.
What the hell?
This is crazy. This is creepy.
Where's the pastor, whatever you call him, minister?
Yeah, I don't know.
Standing over me. I've been drowning in your self-loathing for months. Your mind is weak because of it. Which is why
You're in summer school.
I'll be in control soon.
Wait, is he? She's not really there, is she? Okay, I really hope that this is all in her head or something, because what if that was the preacher?
Oh, Jordan!
What?
Why would you say that?
What?
It's gonna be okay.
God, why'd you have to bring her that she could have killed the minister or whatever?
That's what I'm saying. What? I don't know.
Jordan!
I don't know.
Why did you choose me?
We walk it.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't supposed to be Wildcat.
Are we gonna lose her then on the show?
I hope
I
not.
wasn't supposed to hurt anyone. Is she okay?
It's your influence that has corrupted my daughter. I know it. Stop
Wait,
calling.
is that really her mother?
I didn't mean to kill Icicle.
But, I mean,
Just driving, I look up and he...
that, okay.
Melissa Benoist.
That's a weird ending.
Little shit.
That was a weird ending.
Coming up next.
Just chewing on a sucker. So, what'd you think?
I don't think there was any balls in this episode.
10 out of 10, I guess. I guess you're saying a 10 out of 10. Oh, no. So now, what did you actually think about the episode?
Oh, that was a pretty solid episode. I kind of liked that it focused on Yolanda and Brainwave.
Getting right to her headaches and all that. This is not a spot for you. But it was all about Yolanda, mostly. There was also...
75% of it was Yolanda.
Yeah, and questioning if this is actually Brainwave, maybe it's Eclipso. Don't know for sure, but Brainwave basically said, I attached my mind to yours, and I've been drowning in your sorrows, or basically just going through all of your brain, and you're weak, and I'm going to take control, and Brainwave's going to live again. And making her see Henry again, with the scar on his neck.
Scratches on his coat.
Yeah, he's walking around like a zombie. Something up with that. And I like the first real introduction of her seeing these visions, because she's sitting in the class, she gets a text from Henry, and he sends a picture of her sitting in class looking down at her phone, like, what? And she sees him in the window, but not really, but you kind of can tell.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Henry says, I'm burning because of you, and then...
You never forgave me.
Yeah, and then Brainwave shows up. And then I think the church scene was really insane, because...
That was, like, the best.
It was so, like, what's happening? And then we realized none of that actually happened at all.
It was all fake.
All fake. Because, I mean, when she first got up at the school, the teacher never noticed or said anything that she was leaving.
And I thought that was weird. I was like, why would he not be
Yeah.
like, why are you... Do you need something? Like, why are you getting up out of your chair?
Teachers usually do that. But in this instance, it's like, no. Oh, she found it. And so, with the church sequence, like, Courtney just shows up in Stargirl outfit. And, like, okay, something's up. And then she's in the Wildcat uniform.
Yep.
She slices the throat again. And then I said, what if the guy who's been trying to help her all this time, she accidentally killed him? Because I don't know what's going on. And she freaked out. I'm like, I apologize for it. Because you've said some stuff, too, that I'm like, don't say that. And thankfully, sometimes she's been wrong.
But sometimes I'm right. But, like...
I don't know.
That was, like... I don't know why, like...
It just hit a certain way. You're like, that would be totally messed up.
He's been there, like, while she's wanted to sit.
Yeah.
And he tried to bring her mom in to see if she could help. Like, he's been caring and really supportive.
Yeah. And the mom was saying, you brought him into this? Like, she wanted to treat her own daughter like crap again. Like, we got it. You don't like your daughter.
And then you suggest the one person that's been, like, helping her dies.
By her own hands.
Kills her. Kills him. Slash to the throat.
God,
that would have been really dark.
It would have. But I would have supported if they would have went that direction, because that would have been a truly...
It really would have been...
messed up thing. How do you feel about Courtney and Yolanda finally telling Beth and Rick what really happened to Brainwave? Because that is something I actually forgot that they hid that from them.
Yeah, I thought everybody knew for some reason.
I think Rick accepted it because he was put into the same situation with Solomon Grundy.
Although he didn't kill him.
Yeah, but he also lied to Yolanda, saying my hour ran out.
It did not.
No.
Beth, I really don't.
She split in the middle. Like, she doesn't know.
I don't really feel like she has any place to say.
That's true.
Because really, she can't do anything.
Besides, when the goggles were working, she was very effective in that instance. But
she can't fight. She really can't do anything like that. So she really doesn't have a place to say, like,
what's right and wrong.
I mean, I think anybody who was in Yolanda's place probably would have tried to kill him.
Would Courtney have killed Brainwave if it was the same situation? Maybe.
I think so.
Rick probably too.
Rick probably would have.
I mean,
Courtney hurt him.
I think the personal connection with Solomon Grundy is like that was the person the creature that killed Rick's parents. But with Brainwave, they all witnessed him killing his own son.
They seen how much damage he'd done.
Because his son betrayed him.
Yeah.
So, and then I think you found out he killed his mom. Like, he killed his wife. And then he killed his son. It's like, so this guy literally has... Nothing will stop him from achieving his... Yeah.
Anybody and everybody. But at least he wasn't the monster who killed the...
yeah.
What? The wizard. And his
poor
innocent son.
I thought it was
At
funny.
least Brave Wayne wasn't that person.
I thought it was funny how Mike had to bring it up again. I didn't mean to kill Icicle. It's like, I don't know, did you?
But it looked like, looking at his face, like he almost wanted to smile. Like, you could almost tell by his face, like he wasn't being serious.
Like, am I telling the truth here, though? Am I? I don't know.
I liked the part where they were in the shop fixing Stripe.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you wanted to learn. You wanted to help.
101 patience. You know, it's like wax on, wax off, a Cobra Kai crossover. But yeah, he wants his own Stripe.
He does.
But he's like, no, you gotta. It's like, until we find Eclipso, all you have is just being prepared.
Yep. And then Eclipso was messing with him. He had those slugs all over his arms.
Yeah, and then like
on his neck.
And we were confused what that thing was on the table. We're like, there's a little shine Eclipso, but what is it? And it's the broken pieces. Why would Pat? And the way they were shooting it after the leeches and stuff, and then Pat shows up. I'm like, is this really Pat though? And I guess it was, but it was like they're shooting it in a very weird way, and he's talking kind of like strange. I'm like, yeah. Is this actually Pat? Because I think at this point, I think what's so good about what's happening right now with the show and what Eclipso can do is, good job knocking that over. But Eclipso is messing with Yolanda earlier in the episode, being the boy, witnessing what he did, messing with that waitress who poured the coffee. And it's like, at this point, what is Eclipso and what is real? Like, I can't trust anything, because that came out of nowhere. That waitress that was just standing over the grumpy guy, all of a sudden, the shine in her eyes, and she pours the coffee, and like...
Grumpy Joe, or whatever his name was. The
ending of the episode was weird. He's standing outside of Beth's house, and he's chewing on that sucker he got earlier in the day, and he laughs, and it cuts. I'm like, what the fuck?
It was the dumbest ending.
Why did you end that way?
Like, there was not even any need for it.
No. It could have ended with the pullout of them, team, well, not really Team Stargirl, but them all sitting at the table just kind of discussing the fact that, you know, well, and I'm glad they didn't have to... It
could have just zoomed out from there.
Yeah, because they didn't have to show that, because we know Eclipso's out there. We know he's running around. Maybe they could have had something else with Eclipso at the end. He didn't have to be staring at Beth's house. Maybe you could have showed Eclipso in Beth's room if you're indicating he's going to mess with Beth now. Then just show him sneaking into the room and he's standing there being all creepy and shit.
I'd like to know when he's going to turn back to his adult self.
Like as actually Eclipso?
Yeah.
People are saying too that the boy transformation is for him to be out in the sunlight. Yeah. So... But it's dark. It's dark.
Found in public too.
He was out. He was the dark time. So how about you become Eclipso, buddy? Buddy, old pal. But it was nice to see Brainwave and Henry, even though they were strange appearances. But at least those characters are not forgotten. And I don't think Yolanda's gone.
I hope not, because that was a real shitty way for her to, like, almost the whole episode be about her and then just gone.
Yeah.
She could at least finish summer school.
But I think what they're giving that character a break. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but that was crazy. But yeah, good episode.
It was really good
stuff. So what did you guys think of this episode? Curious to know your thoughts. I mean, I kind of figured this episode wouldn't be as crazy, but it was a nice surprise, and it was pretty dark. And getting right to because they've been teasing the Yolanda stuff, I think, since the first episode of the season, so they've been building this up.
Yep.
So, whatever you guys thought about this episode, let us know in the comments below. We will talk to you guys soon. Peace.